Welcome to OffTheBlockNews.com. This is a tutorial that we put together to basically show people how to set up a website basically without any coding skills necessary. So for those people that have never done it before and want to know how, you might have an idea for a website. You might want to be, you want to start, explore the entrepreneur avenue, or you might have some type of product or service, or community calls, or you might want to promote music or film, or maybe some type of artwork, but you just don't know how to get a website up, or you necessarily don't have the money to pay somebody to code it for you. This tutorial is for those types of people. So in this tutorial, we'll be using a platform called WordPress to install the website on. And basically, WordPress that's what it is like a blogging slash website platform to allow people to get a website up very quickly without having to code anything. Now, don't get me wrong, if you know how to code, it will help, in some aspects of the website. But like I said, even if you've never coded before ever, or don't know anything about coding, you can basically get a website up and running within an hour, and then be on your way as far as that go. So some of the things we're going to cover in this tutorial um, to get started is some of the things that we'll need to get your website or start this process. So, and like, it's only a few things that you need. You basically just need a computer with the internet, some time, roughly about 30 to 60 minutes, give or take, and then obviously some motivation to go ahead and get it done, and not procrastinate. So again, going back to the WordPress platform, some of the steps that I'm going to show you in this tutorial is basically the first step is the keyword research. Keyword research is important to necessarily try to find a keyword, or try to implement a word into your domain that might have some volume of searches, so you can know or have an idea of how many people are searching for that particular keyword monthly, to basically give you an estimated idea of whether or not it's even worth it to use that word or set of words in your domain name. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not, this step is not necessarily always needed. A lot of times, like me myself, for example, a lot of times I skip this step and just I already have an idea for my domain name, so I just go right to GoDaddy.com and purchase it. But a lot of common practice is to go ahead and try to do some research to see if it's some type of volume, or see if the actual words are being searched for. And then the second step is I'll show you how to buy a domain name, or first go to GoDaddy.com, and what you'd have to do is kind of search or find out if your domain name is available. As you know, with the web, it's a lot of websites. There's millions of websites on the web, so that means a lot of .com names that you might be going for, or you might think is a good idea, they might be already taken. So you got to kind of improvise there. So I kind of show you how to do that. And then the third step is to be, once you buy the domain name, you would have to get some form of web hosting to set the domain name up. Web hosting is basically just the computer where the actual website is coming from or being installed at. So a computer on the internet that hosts the website. So like whenever you type in a website address, when you go to that website, you're actually going to a computer somewhere on the internet. And then the final step in this process is to basically install WordPress, which is what this tutorial is all about. Install WordPress on your domain name and get the website up and running that way. Alright, so to kick this process off, like I said, we're going to go ahead and go to the first step, which is to go ahead and do a little bit of keyword research by going to Google Keywords Planner, which is the tool by Google. So you have to have a Google account. in order to use it. But if you don't have one, is all you have to do is go to google.com and sign up for account, sign up for an email account, and then go to Google AdWords, sign up for Google Keyword Planner, and you can go ahead and use the site that way. So first step we want to do is just go ahead and do a search, or go to Google and search for Google Keyword Planner. Then we'll find a list of results. So you can go ahead and just click on the very first link in this list of results that we see here, and that'll bring us to the website. Let me click on it again. All right, so this is Google AdWords, which is an advertising platform. People actually come here to pay money to advertise their products and services in efforts to try to receive more business to their websites and things of that nature. So, but that's not what we're going to go dive into now. We're just using this strictly to do keyword research, which I'll show you in just a second. So as soon as this page loads, we can get right into it. All right. So yeah, this is the screen you'll get when you get to the when you log into the Google Keywords Planner tool. So you'll see these options over here to the side. What we want to do is click on this link, the very first link in this section where it says search for new keyword and ad group ideas. So if I click on it like that, you see I get these fields where you can basically come here and type anything you want, any type of keyword that you have an idea or that you're trying to research to see what the search volume is on it. So for this particular example, I'm going to use a domain, a set of keywords I have for a domain name, which is structured settlement. And I'll just go ahead and copy and paste that in there, take out the dash. So I have structured settlement in there, and then I'll go ahead and scroll down a little bit, click on get ideas, and then you'll see this next page, which where you see it says loading, and so it's basically retrieving all the results from the web. So when it first loads, you want to switch from it. By default, it loads to the ad group ideas, so you want to click on the keyword ideas tab. Now let me do that again. Okay, so it's having a problem right now, for whatever reason. Let me reload the page. All right, so let me do it one more time. For some reason, the internet kind of timed out right there on me. So let me do it again. Copy and paste it. Delete. Click on get ideas. Again, wait for it to load. Go ahead and click on the keyword ideas. All right, so now you see the list of results that it retrieves when after you click on the search. So basically, the first word in the list is going to show you your actual keyword that you typed in here that you're searching for. And so the column that we want to, you can see various columns over here to the right. And again, like I explained to you before, this is a advertising platform. So that's what most of these columns are to the right are for, to kind of give you a statistical idea of what the keyword value is. But like I said, for the purposes of this tutorial, we just want to focus on the column to the left that says average monthly searches, because we want to know, whether or not it's viable to even try to use that particular keyword in our domain name if we want to include it. So as you can see, this structured settlement, which I typed in, it gets 4,400 searches monthly, which is pretty, I would say, a pretty fair amount. You know, I would think anything probably over maybe about 3,000 searches is pretty good. Um, and then so you can have that as a rough idea to go off of. But as you look down, we scroll down here, you see there's more ideas that you get just from this base keyword, this seed keyword. They kind of retrieve a list of related keywords that you can kind of look at too, and you can kind of compare and see if there's anything else that might be a better idea that you may come up with from looking at the other list. And you can just simply copy and paste different words back into this actual search box area, and get more ideas by clicking on the search or the get ideas button, and kind of do it that way. And basically that's just a way to, again, get some sort of idea as to the relevance of your keywords, as to if you want to try to implement it into your domain name. Again, like I said, explain to you, this step isn't always necessarily needed. You don't have to place a very high priority on it, as you can basically buy a domain name, and then um, once you have your website up and running, you can the keywords will come from it as well. You can load the website and fill the keywords, fill the website with keywords that can kind of make that domain name rank for it. But a lot of people will tell you that trying to get keywords into the domain name will help you rank better in the Google search engines and other search engines like Yahoo and Microsoft Bing, for example. So for now, that's about it. That's all I wanted to show you there. So we'll go ahead and tackle the next step in this tutorial, which is go ahead and purchase our domain names, because we again we were here and we saw the structured settlement got about 4,400 searches. So I think that's good enough. So I'll go ahead and use that, and then now we'll go ahead and copy this GoDaddy.com, or go to the GoDaddy.com website, and then we'll search to see if that website is available. All right, so we're at the GoDaddy.com website, and again, just a rundown on GoDaddy.com. This is the place where you can actually buy the domain name. So, like I said, first you have to see if it's available. So you have to go through kind of some research by searching, and you can do that by just simply coming here to this search field and typing in whatever it is that you're trying to get a domain name for. So if I type in structured settlement, for example, then I'll just click on the search button. It'll go ahead and search and let me know if the domain name is available or not. When the page loads, we'll see what happens. So so here's a list of results that you get. This one, structuredsettlement.com, is a popular domain, so it looks like somebody already has purchased it, but it has a very high value, so they're offering it for fairly a lot of money. So basically that's not the avenue I'm trying to go to right now. So I mean, we can also scroll down here to see what other alternatives are available as far as this domain. As you can see, so they offer some other ideas, as you can see here, structured settlement lump.com or .net. .net is another fairly common domain name extension used in as an alternative to the .com. So I mean, a lot of times if you can't find a .com name, if they have a .net available, you can I would recommend you go ahead and get that, unless you just adamant on getting a .com name. But like I said, you might have to it could take a while to try to find an available .com name. As you can see, some of these, a lot of .com names have some of these 2 and 3 word syllables put together, which are mainly the only ones available nowadays, as again, so many websites out there has already used up most of those .com. So other options we have here, like they have structuredsettlementlump.org and structuredsettlementblog.org and your structuredsettlement.net, for example. So again, you just if you don't like what you see here, you can obviously just come right back here, and then type in another search, and just kind of, you know, keep going through it until you find something that you want. So for this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and type in what my domain name is. Again, I already purchased mine, so they'll say it's available. I mean, it's not available actually. Um, let me wait till it loads again. So as you can see, it says this one, structuredsettlementreport.com, is not available, and then it gives me the other options down here. So as you can see, structuredsettlementreport.co or structuredsettlementreport.guru or .net or .org, or then they got some more alternative names like purchasestructuredsettlementreport.com and so forth. And then you see the prices of them here to the right. So if you wanted to buy a domain, you just simply click on select, and then it'll take you through the interface to purchase the domain name. But again, you'd have to create an account, which is pretty easy to do, and then that'll allow you to go ahead and buy that domain name. But I would recommend that, like, if you come to GoDaddy.com, and this is one of the reasons I recommend GoDaddy.com, is because they always have these coupons available. So even though you see these $12.99s over here, and a lot of times you'll see $10.99, and basically that's for the whole year. So if you know, say if I was to buy this structuredsettlementreport.co, for example, $12.99, I'm paying this for 1 year. You know, if obviously you have the option to choose it for 2 years or 3 years, and that will double or, you know, triple according to how many years you search. But like I said, this price is for 1 year, but GoDaddy.com always offers coupons, like 99-cent coupons and $1.99 coupons and up to $2.99 coupons, and they always available. All you have to do is go to Google, do a Google search, and just type GoDaddy coupons, and then what you'll see is a list of results, and you can basically click on there. You'll see a link for GoDaddy where it has like an advertisement saying special GoDaddy coupons, you know, 99-cent .com domains available. You just click on that link, and it'll take you to the same site that we own here. But instead, once you get to this buying process, when you get to the end, you'll see the domain name is for that particular price, so way cheaper than what it is showing here without us going through the coupon interface. So again, we're going to go to the next step because I've already purchased my domain name. So I'll go ahead and log into my GoDaddy account and show you the GoDaddy interface, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so now we logged into the GoDaddy.com website interface after we purchased the domain name. So as you can see, I ended up with structured-settlement-report.com, which was the only one available. But you know, it might look weird, but this one is kind of a valuable domain name. As they, you know, they talk about important things as far as people being able to you know, get settlements for basic injuries or law issues, and trying to figure out how they can get their money. So you know, that's, you know, a lot of people search on the internet for that, you know, or want to know information about that. So this is a kind of a, you know, I was kind of lucky to get this domain name. But moving on, again, this is the interface. So if you look at, you know, these some of the settings and details associated with this domain name, and you know, there's a lot of different things we can do in GoDaddy.com. They actually offer an interface to build a website, but again, this tutorial is not going to show you how to build a domain or a website on using GoDaddy. We're going to use it, our hosting, which is the next step I'm going to take you through, and that's GoDaddy.com. I'm sorry, HostGator.com. So just go ahead and type that in, or go to that website. So if we go to HostGator.com, get to the main page of it when it loads. Well, this is HostGator.com. So again, this is the web hosting company where, you know, this is where, like, when you install the domain name here, this is the computer, you know, where your website will be on the internet at. So as you can see, they have plans for as cheap as $3.96 a month. So they have like more of a monthly rate. So like where like I explained to you earlier, GoDaddy.com, purchasing the domain name, you can purchase it for um, anywhere from 99 cents up to $10 a year. And then so you want to take that cost and then add that to here, any one of these plans. But HostGator has a number of different plans that are, from $3.96 a month to, anywhere to always in the hundreds of dollars per month. But again, those that depending on the features that you want with your hosting plan. But for this tutorial, we don't need any advanced features to get our website up and running. So next, I'm going to go ahead and log into my web portal and then begin the administration. All right, so now you see me logged into my HostGator.com account. So again, once you sign up for a hosting plan, which basically you'll have to have a website to associate your account with. And once you do that, they'll send you back details with like a login URL to get to this particular portion, which is called what we're looking at right now is called a cPanel, which most hosting accounts that you will buy on the internet would have this. And they fairly, from what I've seen, most of them all pretty much look like the same interface with a bunch of different options and features to kind of use to enhance functionality on your website. So as you can see, we have all of these different things available. Like for example, you can we can create emails, and we have security settings, and we can set autoresponders, and they have advisors on on how to and what to do with your website, and just a bunch of other features. And then to the left, you'll see like actual details associated with your website over here in the stats section. So and when you receive a when you first sign up with HostGator, they'll send you an actual welcome email with your account details on how to get to this particular screen. So that email is, if you're following along with this tutorial, you would need to keep that email for us to be able to get to this page and continue on with the process of setting up the website. So what we would do here is scroll down to the software section, as you can see, which is all the way at the bottom. And then we want to, I'm sorry, before we get there, we want to we have to install our domain name on the HostGator. So we have to affiliate our domain name with HostGator. So what we do is go to the domain section here first. And as you can see, you see these different options. What we would click on is add-on domains. So we click there and then interface. And then basically what we can do is, so I'll take my domain name that I purchased from GoDaddy.com, copy it, and then I'll just paste it right here. And then you'll see the check mark, letting you know that that's a good format of your domain name. And then you'd have to give it an actual username. So just for the purposes of here, I'll just give it something simple like admin FTP. FTP is just a way to transfer files to and from your website. And then you have to come here and give it a password. And as you can see, it has a strength indicator, which is telling me mine is very weak. But right now I'm not really worried about that. So when I have all of this filled out, I click on add domain. And then I'll wait for the next screen to load. Come on, come on, come on. All right, so you can see right here, it tells me that the structured settlement report.com has been created successfully. So I can simply go back, and now I have that domain name that I again purchased from GoDaddy.com associated on my HostGator account. As you can see it right here. So again, you can see I have several different domain names that I manage and maintain. So I can basically go back to the home page of the cPanel, and that'll bring us here. So there's one final step in order to link up the domain name from GoDaddy.com. So basically, again, going back to that welcome email that you received from HostGator.com, what there was uh, part of the details, or one section of details that's pretty important for this that you will receive, is your name server. So you should receive 2 name servers associated with your hosting account, and those name servers is what we'll need to plug into GoDaddy.com, so we can point the domain name from GoDaddy.com to HostGator.com now. So we'll go ahead and do that next. So again, if you look back at that welcome email from HostGator.com, or whatever hosting account that you receive, you should have domain name servers. If you don't, receive them, from a welcome email, or you don't know how to find them, you would probably have to contact their support to get them. But basically, with HostGator.com, if you're following along, you should have received them in your welcome email. And so here they are right here, what we'll need to use to plug into GoDaddy. So go back over here to GoDaddy. As you can see, logged into my portal here. So what we'll need to do is go on the very first page in our GoDaddy account. We'll go to this section called Name Servers, and then we'll click on the Manage right here. We manage our name server, and then this is the place where we add our name server. So usually when you first come, as you can see, I've already done it here, but initially when you come to when you sign up for GoDaddy.com and you purchase their domain name, they'll be set to standard, which means they're still hosted on GoDaddy.com's website, their servers. So in order for us to get the domain name to point to HostGator, we'd have to switch it to custom and add our domain name servers here. So as you can see, you have domain name 1, name server 1, and then name server 2. And then we would apply that, save that, and then you will get a message saying the changes would take, a little bit of time to complete. And from my experience, that usually that process is fairly quickly. So now that we pointed our domain names to HostGator from GoDaddy.com, we pretty much done with GoDaddy.com. Now we can, get to the more important part of this tutorial, which is installing the domain name, or installing our WordPress on our domain names and getting the website up and running. So go back to our hosting account to do that, and then again inside of here, our cPanel. We want to scroll down all the way to the bottom to the software and services section, and then again to install a website on your domain name, they have there's various different options here. All of these different options can help you do it, or make it very easy to do. For this tutorial though, I'm going to go into a particular program called Fantastico Deluxe. So as you can see it right here, Fantastico Deluxe. So I just basically click there, and then I wait for that interface to load. Alright, so now as you can see, the screen changed to the Fantastico interface. So we simply and then if you look down here on the left side, the left panel, it has all of these different platforms. So these are some other website platforms, blogging and website platforms, or they have classified ads and content management platforms, or forum platforms, discussion boards, e-commerce. They have a bunch of different options if you just scroll through and just look through them. But what we want to focus on is WordPress. So WordPress is right here. We just click on it. Wait for that to load. And then now you see WordPress right here loaded to the right side of the screen. So all we have to do now is to get ready to install it, is to click New Installation. Click there. Okay, so now that we clicked on the WordPress interface of Fantastico, it brings us to the new installation procedure. So the very first thing we want to do is in the field right here where it says install on domain, Again, if you have more than one domain name, you'll have to select it from this drop down list. Otherwise, if you just have one, your whatever that domain name will be selected by default. So here I have to go here and click the drop down arrow and then scroll down and find that domain name that I just added to HostGator.com, which is Structured Settlement Report. So I click on it, and now I'm ready to go with the rest of the settings. So here it says it asks to install in a directory. So we can choose to basically create a folder to install the WordPress on. So for example, a folder means like, for example, you got structured settlement report.com, how my domain name is set up. If I wanted to create a directory for WordPress to go into, I might create installation, for example. So I might have structured settlement report.com/installation. So I would type that here, and then when I complete the remaining fields in this wizard, that's where WordPress would install. Otherwise, you can just leave it blank, and it will just install to the root of your domain name. So that's what we're gonna do here. So you don't necessarily have to type anything here. So leave that blank. Then you come down here to where it says admin access data, and then you got to type in administrator name. So we just type in admin, and then you have to type in a password. And then we can come down here and choose to give the administrator a nickname if we want to use as basically an alias. But I'm not gonna do that here. I'm just gonna go to the next field, which is the admin email, and you have to specify an email address that you want to be associated with the website. So again, I'll go ahead and just type in email that I created for my structured settlement report.com domain, which is admin at structured settlement report.com. And so I do it like that, and then you set the name of it, of the site. And then you can choose a type of a brief description of what the site is about. And once you have all of that filled out, these details, you're basically ready to go ahead and install WordPress. Click on install WordPress, and then it'll take you through the process, or it'll take you to the next screen. So we wait for that to load, and then now this is this screen here tells me details of what's going to be set up once I click finish installation. So it's telling me my database name, which is right here, uBailey WordPress 6. So that's the name of the database, and then it tells me what the URL will be once the installation is finished, and then basically you can click finish from here. So if that looks okay, so we go ahead and click on finish installation, and then we wait for the screen to load again. Right now, it's in the process of installing the files and folders and everything associated with the domain name. So now this screen here shows you that the installation is complete and successful, and then it gives you your final information to be able to access your admin portal to configure your website. So as you can see, these details here, you probably want to kind of maybe copy and paste and save these settings somewhere for future usage, because it gives you again your administrator portal, which is very important as far as configuring your website, designing it, and so on. And then it also shows you your username and password that you set forth in the previous screen. So that it is finished, we can just go ahead and click that link that it gave us, and then it'll take us to the part where we can log into our website. So this is the back end of your website. So this is the back end of structured settlement report.com for me. And I'll just go ahead and type in my username and password. Then I click log in. And then, so now I'm officially inside of my website, the administrative area. So basically the website is installed now. So again, this is the dashboard. And if you look through, the side panel to the left of the screen, these are various different options that you can use to configure settings and, designing options and just a bunch of functionality and features associated with your website. So, and if you want to, as you can see in the top left hand corner, you see the name of our website is here, listed here. And if we hover the mouse over it, you'll get this visit site link, which you can just click on. And that's how we actually get the website itself. So this is the website that I purchased, as you can see, structured settlement report.com. So, now it is officially up and running. And this is just the basic generic page that you get when you install WordPress. So, they have some, default features and settings that they have set up by default. So obviously you'd have to go through here and change everything, or, and do, like, for example, they have this hello world post that they put up. So you'd have to delete that, and, you can begin designing your own or uploading your own posts and content and pictures and videos and whatnot, and begin kind of having fun that way. So again, it's to get back to the dashboard, you can just basically, again, while you're logged in, you'll always have these options. You can see the admin bar at the top of the window, and again, if you hover over the website name, you'll get the option to go back into the dashboard and continue on with the configuration. So basically, this website is just the purposes of this website is just to get the website up and running off the ground. And I think I showed you how to do that, which is fairly simple. So that's basically it for this tutorial. Just being tuned in on offtheblocknews.com for future tutorials. We'll show you more, more ways to configure and fine tune your website, and even some more advanced options, and basically to help you get the ball rolling and get your website out there and get your whatever it is that you're promoting out there to the world. So offtheblocknews.com. Hope this was informative to you. To those who don't know how to, or did not know how to put together a website, if you remember, the steps that we took to do this was fairly simple. Like I said, all we had to do was figure out a domain name that we wanted. We went to GoDaddy.com to buy the domain name. Then we bought us a hosting account again to install the domain name on, or affiliate the domain name with, and then we use WordPress, which is the screen that you see now that we're logged into, to install the website too. So basically a process that costs shouldn't cost more than $20 to start again. And then the time length involved shouldn't take any more than 30 to 60 minutes just to get the website up and running. Now, obviously you're going to have to go ahead and do other things as far as designing and things of that nature. But the purposes of this tutorial was just to show you how to get the website up and off the ground. So, offtheblocknews.com, tune out.